Alright. Look at that party screen. Look at this. So we're gonna bring Logain.
Yes.
We're gonna bring Win.
Yes.
I could bring Liliana. Could bring Zevran. I meant to bring Zevran, but I already got the cutscene that I already got the banter that he said that he failed killing me, and that was pretty funny. So let's stick with Liliana. So this DLC I'm about to do, you can do at any point in the game, as soon as you leave the beginning, I think. The beginning prologue sections after Ostagar, because you have to end up coming back to Ostagar to basically go back and get loot. You might remember like a really long time ago, I helped save some guy on the road. That was part of the DLC mission that helps us go back to Ostagar. And Alistair, Logain, and Wynn all have specific banter dialogue as you progress through the level that addresses their experiences here. I don't believe anyone else does. I mean, everyone else might have banter, but like as people who are actually there, it's a good reason to like wait till you get Logain. It's not a particularly tough area, but it is somewhat late game, and you do get some interesting items for your time. So we're gonna head on up. So yeah, it's interesting. This DLC it's not the most substantial in terms of story content, but it's a nice little episode. It's not very long. I'm hoping we can get it done in no more than 2 videos at least, 2 parts, but we'll see.
I see them.
Oh, wow! Right to combat. All right, it's been a little while, so I'm gonna be a little sorry, nope, a little fresh at this.
Right, on. Let's get started.
Did I give him his big weapon? I'm trying to think.
Let me know when you're done glaring at me, madam. My memories of this place are no fonder than your own.
No. I remember good friends dying in this place, and a man whom I respected as my king.
All I remember is a fool's death and a hard choice. I'd make the same again.
Even knowing all that you know now, Logain MacTier?
Even so. Come, madam, our bitterness is better spent against the dark spawn than each other.
Yes, Maker forbid that I might waste a whole life's bitterness just on you.
So yeah, with Alistair and Wynn, you get the sentiment that like, yeah, this was a hard moment for all of us. It was a hard loss, but they kind of like, you know, they're in it together. With Logain and Wynn, oh my God, they're at each other's throats the entire episode. Did I give you the? I did. Awesome. Yeah, they're at each other's throats the entire time. Yeah, they hate each other throughout this whole thing, basically. And it's something to be said. I'm gonna get a chance to talk about it during. I have a new controller, by the way. I'm very happy about this. It's something to be said that there's been a lot of debate in the Dragon Age community, as well as probably in universe, like as far as like whether Logain was justified in doing what he did. And I'm not talking about. I'm not even talking about what's it called. What he did against us as the heroes, you know, sending assassins and, you know, siding with Arl Howe and all those things. Like, that's different. That was directly antagonistic. He was losing his mind, the slaving and the alienage. That's all bad stuff. I mean, like, the first initial decision to abandon Kaelin at Ostagar. Because they'll go into it in detail a bit in the Dragon Age lore, but essentially it's... Oh, hold on, I forgot to put my phone on silent, did I? Yeah, I didn't. Sorry about that. But, it's a contended moment. It's a contentious moment, excuse me. But essentially, they didn't have enough forces. Logain wanted to wait for Arl Eamon, who didn't show up yet with his forces. They were still a week away. Kaelin wanted to ask for Orlesian help, because they were probably I don't know how they would have gotten there quicker, but and Duncan wanted to wait also until Orlesian forces for the Wardens from the Orlais came forward as well. So basically, you had 3 different people offering a different type of backup, and none of them could agree about what backup they needed. You know, Logain for his own paranoid, nationalistic reasons, and so on and so forth. But by the time, like, the Darkspawn attacked us in the tower, and they ruined the torch lighting, right? That was going to say, hey, reinforcements come at them from the side. by the time we lit the torch, it was too late. Like, Kaelin was dead. Duncan was dead. Like, that's it. Like, if Loghain had come in, he wouldn't have saved Kaelin, he wouldn't have saved Duncan. All that would have happened would he would have lost a bunch of soldiers trying to save a king who was already gone. And that's really all that would have happened. So his decision from a strategic standpoint is actually sound. He didn't really do anything that couldn't have been done differently. He would he would have saved a couple extra people, and in like a long war game like that, there's not you have to think about long term. Are you still alive? Oh, okay, sorry about that. Like, you have to think about long term winning too, is the issue with like these conflicts. And like that's what Loghain was thinking of. So I have a hard time condemning him for Ostagar. Like, yes, is he technically directly responsible for some of us getting abandoned? For sure. But would people have died anyways, even if he did show up? Yes. I know a lot of people that, in their heart, they're like, oh, he still should have tried. And yeah, maybe he still should have tried. But it's hard to condemn him for what really isn't his fault when it comes to the Darkspawn. This is the sub-story that we're doing in the DLC. We're essentially gathering up remains of Kaelin's stuff.
How cold does the king's metal feel in your hands, Loghain?
I feel nothing, old woman, and your constant prodding for regrets will gain you little.
And what if it had been your daughter in his place? Would you have regrets then?
Had I raised her to be such a fool as that, I'd have been in no better position to save her. What you forget is that your king was beyond saving. The Darkspawn would either have had him or have had us all. Do you really believe we would have been so much better off had I chosen otherwise?
It is my belief that a man who ties his own hands behind his back should not cry foul that there is no one left to defend his king.
I have a hard disagreement with Wynn on this one. Like, Wynn is specifically, like, she's straight up prodding him to be like, oh, do you feel guilty yet? Do you, like, you know, all this, all that? Oh, the joining chalice. So this is, oh, we could have given this to Alistair. I think we can still give it to Loghain. It's fine though. We did all of Alistair's side quest stuff. But yeah, because Wynn's basically prodding him for a reaction to make him feel bad. And Loghain's like, what do you want from me? Like, it's war. I couldn't have saved him even if I tried. Like, that's all my... And then he's like, well, what if it was your own kid? It's like, I still wouldn't have saved her. Like, if she had been so stupid to be in that situation at the front of her own army... That's what Kaelin did. He was at the front of his own army for no reason. It was a baffling thing for him to do. And it shouldn't be a surprise that he got himself killed. It really should not become a surprise to anybody that that's what happened.
Let's get started.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, it should not have come into a surprise that he died. Honestly.
Armed and dangerous, ready for action.
Yeah, it should not have come as a surprise to anybody that Kaelin died the way he did. Did I end? I did get my Ruin Walking Bomb. Did I pop it in time, or did he block me? He blocked me. Yeah, like, it should have come as no surprise that he died. So, like, I kind of, like, I'm not a fan of Wynn trying to gaslight him like this, honestly. Yeah. But it's interesting to be able to go back and kind of, like, look at what's transpired since we left this place. Darkspawn have taken over. And Winter has also come. Oh, wow, look at these guys. They're just showing up. Guys, you're showing up. Oh, they're still a little too far away. Oh, not yet. I don't have Crushing Prison back yet. Let's hit him with a force field and just kill everyone else first.
This should be easy enough.
I'm gonna have to resort my runes before the end of the game, probably.
And win. Only one shall stand. Let's get started.
Bum bum. Oh, there he is. Ah, still didn't come back in time. Let's see. Oh, I'm supposed to do spell. Spell it up. There you go. Yeah, having the animal companions from the ranger is fantastic. It is great. And it reminds me why the dog is so good. Because the dog just has so many, it's just so tough and has so many interesting abilities. Like barreling down on enemies, pinning them to the floor. Like beasts are useful. It's just a shame that like it holds up a companion slot, because your companion slot has banter and dialogue. And your dog is great, don't get me wrong. You didn't have anything on you. So we won't be going out to the wilds. We will not. Oh, general rogues.
Let's get started.
We haven't gotten sneak attack like this since the deep roads. When was the last time we fought Darkspawn? Yeah, I think we were doing the dwarf stuff. Yeah, it's been a hot minute since we went up against them. This is DLC collars.
These creatures look a mite upset.
They look very upset. Yeah, it's been a while since we went against Darkspawn.
It's
been a hot while.
Right.
Oh gosh. Oh my gosh, they're eating me. Oh guys, no. Do I not have Mind Blast? When did I use Mind Blast? I don't remember even using Mind Blast.
Let's get started.
I'm trying to... Alright. Yeah, tell him, Logan, you don't fear death. So it's interesting coming... You know what's also interesting? Coming back to this moment in the story. Because, spoilers for anybody's interested, but this is exactly where Dragon Age 2 picks up. It picks up right after the beginning section of Ostagar, funny enough. Which I always thought was a really cool way to do that. It's like you start your new protagonist where the old protagonist kind of was around. Oh, Kaelin's shield. This is a good shield. How much better, though? It's good. Chance to avoid missile attacks. I don't know if it's any better, though. I thought you guys had Banter for sure that time. Probably Wolf Belt. Yeah, Wolf Belt. Yeah, we don't have to go out to the wilds or anything. That's not necessary. I think they're gonna make me go this way for now, but let me just backtrack a bit, because I think the way to the normal way to the bridge, I think, is blocked off. I don't want that. Yeah, the normal way is blocked off. That's right. Oh. Oh yeah, we got the key to the chest, the Royal Arms chest. That's actually part of the reason we came here, is to get those documents that the guy told us about, that Kaelin had holding on to. Let's see. Which I think is right. Yeah, it's right beyond this point. We just gotta kind of hug the wall. Right? I did. That's Black Wolf. This is where we hung out with Duncan. They really messed this place up. There it is. I see the chest now. And then there we got, yeah, and then we're gonna cross the bridge.
Finished.
Okay. So Marek's Blade is a pretty good sword. It's really good. I usually, if Alistair's still in my party this time, I usually give him all of Kaelin and Marek's stuff. And then this is secret correspondence.
A cheating bastard!
Watch your mouth, Logain MacTier, unless you have forgotten the company you now keep.
It's not my company I worry about, madam, but my former son-in-law's. Do you see the familiar tone with which the Empress writes him, as if my daughter were not already his wife?
Kaelin loved Honora with every ounce of his heart. It was plain for all to see. The only thing that ever stood between them was you.
Are you blind, old woman? The plot is plain as day within this letter. Love or no, Kaelin was gonna cast my daughter aside and wed himself to that bitch Celine. In a single vow, Orlais would claim all that they could never win by war. And what would Ferelden gain? A fool of a king could strut about and call himself an emperor.
And what of peace? Would it not bring us that at least?
Peace. I would have thought your age might have granted more wisdom, madam. Peace just means fighting someone else's enemies in someone else's war for someone else's reasons.
So we're gonna read that ourselves, actually. I think it's items. It's not. Quest related? I don't think it is. Hold on, we'll find it. Notes, probably. Caitlin's documents. Should be 3 of 3. Is this all 3 pages right here? No, this is the third one. Where's the first one? 2 of 2. Here we go. I don't know why they're separated. To His Majesty King Caitlin, my warden commander assures me that we face a blight. This is from Empress Celine, who's the Empress of Orlais, the country that Ferelden and Orlais were at war for a while. We face a blight. This thing threatens us both, and we must work together, lest it devour all. Our 2 nations have not had a happy history. That is all it is, history. It is the future that is at stake out. Let's put aside our father's disagreements so that we may secure the future of both our countries. My Chevalier stand ready and will accompany the Grey Warden to Orlais to Ferelden. At your word, the might of Orlais will march into the reinforced Ferelden. Sincerely, Celine. Your Majesty, says Caitlin, my men will arrive as soon as possible. Oh, wait. Sorry, no, this is the Empress still. My men will arrive as soon as possible to bolster your forces, make her willing. This blight will be ended before it has begun. Caitlin, I beseech you as your uncle. Oh, wait, hold on. Who's this? This is all Eamon. Gosh dang it. My men will arrive as soon as possible. I beseech you as your uncle, don't go in the field with the wardens. You can't afford to die. We can't afford it. Let me remind you that again, you do not have an heir. Your death, as it pains me to even think about it, would plunge Ferelden into chaos. And yes, perhaps when this is over, you will allow me to bring up the subject of your heir. While a son from both Theron and Mactyr lines will unite Ferelden like no other, we must accept that perhaps this can never be. The Queen approaches her 30th year, 30 years old, and her ability to give you child lessens with each passing month. I submit to you again that it might be time to put Honora aside. We parted harshly the last time I spoke of this, but it's been a full year since, and nothing has changed. Please, nephew, consider my words. Oh, our Eamon is dirt. He's like, I know he was all about the blood lineage, but he's literal dirt. Wow. Wow. So basically, war's happening. Eamon says, Empress says, I'm gonna help you out. Let's put the past behind us. Eamon wants him to ditch his wife because she hasn't provided a kid at all, and she's 30 years old now, which in medieval times is a death sentence. And that, you know, think about just having a kid, please, because you have no kid. Let's see where this goes now. The last one here. Alright, this letter appears to have been crumpled, then smoothed out and folded again. Caitlin, the visit to Ferelden will be postponed indefinitely due to Darkspawn problems. You understand, of course. The Darkspawn have odd timing, don't they? Let us deal with them first. Once that is done, we can further discuss a permanent alliance between Orlais and Ferelden. A note written in an uncharacteristically familiar tone from Empress Celine to King Caitlin. Interesting. So, I don't think Loghain is wrong. I think there was some suspicion here. And also, I have to just call Wynne naive. The idea that if Caitlin married into Orlais... Caitlyn's, by the way, Caitlyn's a moron. Like, that has to be said. Him and Alistair are kind of the same. They're both well-meaning people, but they're also morons. Like, they're good, naive kings if they're in power, but they need to be tempered by someone who actually knows what they're doing. Because they'll just get taken advantage of. Which is why Honora on the throne was so good, because she knew what she was doing. You know? And... oh, sweet. I got a kill. Like, Caitlin marrying Celine... oh, repeater gloves. These are really good. I don't want that. It's trash. Caitlin marrying Celine, which means Celine basically takes over. And... like, even that little side comment about, I'll send some soldiers with the wardens from Orlais to help you out. I'm sure she meant that sincerely. Here's the problem, is the Chevaliers, oh my gosh. Chevaliers are douchebags. They're jock soldiers from Orlais that are entitled to raping and pillaging whatever they want because of their status. That is who and what they are. A couple of them are the exception to the rule, but that is what they are. And I guarantee you, if they had the chance, they would have taken advantage of the chance to be in Ferelden for, like, you know, the fact that, like, oh, my daddy fought in this war here, so I'm gonna just kind of, you know, take what I want right now while I'm here and then go back home. I guarantee you something like that would have probably happened. So, like, and the idea that, like, Orlais and Ferelden marrying into each other would have been, like, I don't even care. I think they're both countries that have a hang-up about the war, but, like, that would have absolutely ended the way, like, Loghain thinks it would have. Is Orlesian citizens would have moved back into Ferelden, would have been essentially immune to any type of harm that they decided was fun for them to do. And Ferelden low peasants would have gone taken advantage of. And there would be a contingent of Ferelden from low class to high class that would be so pissed off at the idea of the alliance that they would just engage in terrorist acts.
You need me?
Just because they felt like it. Like, without a doubt, that would have happened.
Wanted.
So, like, the idea of peace is crazy. And the idea that, like, you have to remember, Orlais is responsible for most of the Exalted Marches in Thedas' history. That Exalted Marches, for everyone that isn't up to date on the lore, is our religious crusades. And even though the Chantry doesn't have much of a standing army besides the Templars, it is important to note that any country that is siding with the Chantry goes to war for them. Which Orlais, being one of the biggest empires in the entire world and superpowers in the entire world, like, basically does that for them. So the idea that if Orlais would have gotten into a fight that Ferelden didn't want to, that we wouldn't have also gotten into that fight is ludicrous. We would have totally got sucked into that conflict. Any conflict that happens afterwards. Like, Wynn's ideas of peace in this instance are naive. I want peace. I would advocate for better relations between Orlais and Ferelden. Marriage is not the one. Between the highest people in the land and their power, it's not marriage. Like if it's like one of the cousins and lower parts of the family, yeah, fine, marry, that's no problem. Also, Kaelin's corpse, we found it. Flashbacks to the beginning of the game. And they strung him up for some reason. I'm the ghost of Christmas future, Caitlin. Oh, you're already dead. This is our antagonist. It's a Darkspawn Necromancer. He's taunting me with abilities that I want. That bastard.
Don't fall asleep, we've got trouble.
We're also surrounded, by the way. Okay. I'm gonna tag them here.
Yes.
When you get the back, please.
Make us breath.
Okay, I'm gonna switch up. Can I reach that far? I can. Got him. They slip? Not yet.
Maker's breath.
On.
Got him? Yeah, you got him. There you go. There we go. I love it when a plan just comes together. So yeah, they just strung him up. It's pretty brutal, all things considered. Kaelin?
Don't waste your time. The moment you try to take him down, they'll just plug us full of arrows. We need to clear out the Darkspawn first.
Yeah. You can bet that, like, that's bait for someone, and the moment you try to climb up to actually get him down, there's an archer over there that's gonna be like, hey, look, they're falling for it. Yeah, Alistair has some other comment to be like, oh, it isn't right what they did to him. He was a good man. And he was. Caelin's not a bad person. He's just a bad king. And that's okay. You know, it's okay to be a bad king.
Let's get started.
That's just the way it goes.
This should be easy enough.
There's a lot of them over there. Ooh. Alright, we're good.
Let's get started.
How many more traps do you see, Leon? Sorry, I didn't see them. Where are the traps? Oh, they're over here. Alright, so we're all safe right now.
Right ahead.
As you wish. Here we go! Right.
Ooh, more of them.
Right. Let's get started. On. As you wish. Right. Let's get started.
Gotcha. Oh, there's a mage over there. He's a strategist. He's a smart boy. He's so smart, how come I just almost killed him? Zippity zap.
Show me what you've got. Right. Let's get started.
Ah, flask.
Tower of Ishal. That's where you lit the signal fire, is it not? Lead.
Yeah, that way. Alright, let me on to the traps,
Right
please.
ahead.
Okay. And these are, we haven't really gotten a chance to interact with them that much since the beginning of the game, but you know what ballistas are. Ballistas are, or ballistas, however you like to pronounce them, are things you fire upwards. We'll see a bit more of them towards the end of the game. But yeah, but for the time being, there's really not that much to look into for them. They don't have a lot of use. Just don't get hit by them. That's really it. Large shield. More ballistas. Ballistas. I don't know how you're supposed to pronounce them. Fire arrows. I'm kind of keeping these for the end of the game. Do I have? Are you going to do anything? You have fire bolts. You have ice bolts. Oh, let's give you more. We have Kalen's shield. Logain's shield. Yeah, your shield isn't as good. But we have Merrick's shield. I mean, Kalen's shield. I thought it was Merrick's. 2 dogs run rampant. I'll give this to you. It's really nice, though. Chance to avoid miss. Alright, sure. What about Merrick's blade? Is that good for you? Weakens nearby darkspawn? Yeah, it's about the same. 6 damage versus darkspawn. Health regeneration in combat. It doesn't do as much damage. It's not, its core stuff isn't as good, but it's got a lot of good passives. It's got the stamina regeneration, the health regeneration, and the damage plus darkspawn, and it weakens nearby darkspawn. I guess it's a debuff. Yeah. Usually I'll give this to like Alistair if he's in the game at this point, or if I still have him. You know what? Let's just keep you with your stuff. I will let you keep Kalen's shield. But you just keep Asterian's Might, because it's just a little bit better. Also, I like the black blade for him. I think it's really neat. Alright. I think that's it right now. Yes. And so, if I recall correctly, the path to the tower is actually blocked off, and we have to go around this way. Yes, because this is basically, you cross the bridge. Or is it blocked off? Is it not? I just came in this way. Oh, yeah, no, it's not blocked off. I must be thinking of something else. Excuse me. Alright, so let's go down here, then. Let's collect that piece of armor. I don't think I'm gonna have anybody wear this thing. I usually have Alistair wear it, but, like, Logain's fine the way he is. Anything, guys? Nope. Nice leather. Yeah, they just give you some good endgame stuff. But it's all random. I'm hoping I can get one more. I think I can get one more level before this ends. Maybe. Pop. Goes to Weasel. Yeah, so we're basically kind of backtracking through most of the level at this point. Yeah, this is where we came in. That's the bridge. This is the road we took when we first met Kalen, and the game walked us past him. There's another exit here if we want to leave. And then we're gonna come. Yeah, we're gonna go upstairs. Dun 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 dun. Oh, I gotta pause it on.
Dark. A few moments later. Spawn approach. Watch for their blood.
Watch for their blood. Oh, there's a lot of them. Is that a mage? Oh, there's an emissary, yeah. One, two little, three little emissaries.
Immediately.
Not quite a kill. Did I kill him? It looks like he's down on the ground. He don't look alive. Yeah, I think he's dead. Or maybe Liliana shot an arrow at him.
Right.
Maybe something like that happened.
This should be easy enough.
Pew pew. Oh great. Oh crate. Oh great. It's a crate. But yeah, I guess he just must have died. I guess I didn't get the credit for it.
Dark spawn approach.
Oh hey guys.
Blood.
Squeaky wheel gets the grease.
As you say.
Just trying to aim. There you are.
Let's get started. As you wish.
There we are. Now you're dead.
Right, as you wish.
Ow.
Let's get started.
That wasn't fun. I don't have chain lightning yet. Nah, I don't. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, what are you guys doing over there?
As you wish.
What's up, yo? Oh wow, he got knocked back by that arrow. Zap.
Right. This should be easy enough. As you wish.
There you are. Oh, the Shriek's over there. I think you killed. Ah, you killed one. Kalen's breastplate. I think we're just missing his helm now. I think we're just missing his helm now. I believe if I recall correctly too, I don't think DLC carries over into other DLC. So any DLC I get right now I don't think is going to carry over into the main game, into the expansion. I don't believe it's designed to, if I recall correctly. Really? Where have you been?
On it.
You know, I remember there being more, but I guess Logain and the wolf killed them already. That was odd that he showed up so late. Hey, it's you. Get down.
Let's get started. Here we go.
Wow, it killed them. Oh wait, I remember now. I remember what this is now.
Easy enough. As you wish.
Yeah, this is a mechanic they're gonna use at the end of the game as well. Basically, where there's a lot of enemies, but they're all one-hit kills. Oh, why do I have you on hold? I'm so sorry. Because I thought there was a trap here.
As you wish. On your guard.
Let's get in there and mix it up.
Let's get started.
There, yeah, someone gets to do it again. Pop. Yeah, I love that animation. I miss it. Jeez, just in his mouth. Well done. Oh, there's more people. That was a waste. That was a waste. Yeah, archers. This part of the game, archers rule because they could just pop enemies in one hit. In fact, I'm actually. I mean, let me I still have the Arlathan bone. Arlathan, however you like to pronounce it. So as long as I don't get hit, I'm actually fine. Oh, I saw a thing over there. It just looks like it's just trash though. It's just a pile of filth. Oh, it's filthy.
Got it. Darkspawn approach. Watch for their blood.
There you go. Now they're dying.
As you wish. This should be easy enough.
You're still alive. I guess they had you caged for some reason.
Let's get started.
Let's kill you.
Right. On. This should be easy enough. Right. As you wish.
There you are. No sense in leaving you here, honestly. You're gonna see a lot more of those really big spells towards the end of the game, because there's gonna be more enemies, and it's just gonna be more convenient to just go zap, or, you know? But this time, oh, I gotta get this weapon though. Oh, Nut Crusher. Yeah, this is an okay weapon. I like it. Look.
Crawling back into their tunnels, are they? Let's take the battle to them.
So this is how they snuck in to the tower. And you're like, how did they get to the tower? How did they burst through everything here? It's like they had tunnels underneath. And this is the door they barricaded, yeah. This is probably something that we and the other soldiers did on our way up. And then the Darkspawn started pouring in behind us. I think we're done now with the one-hit kill enemies.
Darkspawn approach. Watch for their blood.
Let's find out right now.
Here we go.
Nope. We are, in fact, yeah. Can I change weapons like this? I can. I think it's other games where I'm not allowed to change weapons. Oh, it's restricted to low gain only. You know, at that point, then just keep it. Bronca shield. You just keep it at that point. I don't care. Zow. It's got a cool emblem on it too.
This should be easy enough.
That's 2 for 3. Alright, and since we're in a spooky cave, how about a spooky spider? Spooky, scary skeletons and shivers down my spine. We get attacked by corrupted spiders all the friggin' time.
This should be easy enough. Let's get started. Right.
I'm bleeding.
Excellent.
Thank you, Logan. Master slow. I'm a master of being slow. Okay. So this dungeon also, like, there's a big known issue where Dragon Age 2 recycles a lot of its areas. Dragon Age Origins also does it. It's just not as noteworthy. I don't remember seeing this type of architecture. This thing on the wall. That's cool. I feel like someone just designed that as a background thing. This specific dungeon layout, we're gonna see a lot of. We're gonna see it here. We're gonna see it in one of the DLCs again. It's technically in one of the origin stories, so it gets around, this design. And then what they do is they block off certain areas. Like this, you'll see, is supposed to go connected here, but it doesn't because they blocked it off just for the sake of designing the current level layout. But there's reuse, and it's nothing like on the surface wrong with acid reuse.
This should be easy enough.
It's just when it's used too frequently,
Easy enough.
without variation or any really like any twist, or at least any like narrative that would help kind of like spin it a bit better. That I feel is where we have more of a problem. But even then, even Dragon Age 2, as much as it spins its narratives in different areas that look the same, you still get that same feeling of sameness all over. So this is a weird crypt that's just under Ostagar, I guess. I'm not really sure why. I don't think they're gonna go into detail with any lore pieces around us either. And I believe this is a trap. Come back, come back, come back, come back, come back. I thought for sure that was a trap. Oh, I mean, there's a guy over there, but... I guess it's not a trap. I thought I remember this being a trap. Double stunned. Double stuffed Oreos. Really thought I remembered there being a trap here. It looks very trap-like. Yeah, and this is the part where in the Dalish origin variant of this level, this is the end part of the level where there's like a cool mirror here. Which we'll probably find out more about in Dragon Age 2, at least for all you guys that aren't familiar. And for anybody that is familiar, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I really like the concept of the Illuvion. We'll get more about it in this game too with the DLC. It became like lightsabers in Star Wars. By the time Inquisition rolls around, it's just like, all right, there's too many of these now. It's just become a convenience as opposed to like a thing that's like really interesting to see and use.
Of course.
But then again, I feel like Dragon Age 2 also kind of dropped the ball on using it as well, because they didn't end up doing anything with their variant of it. Even though like a large part of someone's character story is, I'm dying, that's what my part of the story is.
I shall do so.
As you wish. And you're on. Let's get started.
You know, one thing that they changed in Dragon Age 2 that I do really appreciate a lot, and you'll hear me say that a good amount, is these little special effects you have on your character with all your buffs. They turn on during cutscenes. Oh, I thought I was just here. They turn on during cutscenes. Sorry, they turn off during cutscenes. They're on during when fighting starts, but otherwise they're not on. Because visually, it's just a lot is the problem. I give you Mind Blast, right? I didn't? Oh man. That's a mistake. They're just distracting, and they make cutscenes kind of hard to enjoy. So I'm glad they took the step to be like, yeah, let's just turn them on for cutscenes. Or at the very least, there should probably be a toggle for them. You know what? There might even be a toggle for them in this game. I've never looked. And I'm not going to. I like being your friendly neighborhood ghost. Yeah, I was just here. I guess the spiders just started spawning in. I might be able to finish this one episode, actually. Yeah? Alright, cool. That's even better. Alright, even better. It's Thanksgiving for me, so I'm going to be very busy soon. But I hope you're all enjoying your Thanksgiving. Oh yeah. So this is basically how the Swarm came in. The Darkspawn entered the main battlefield, because we're right at the battlefield right now, and they just plowed through and attacked the tower, which is pretty big brain tactics, honestly. Very well done. And then here you can get your bear. So not a long piece of DLC, but you get some good stuff out of it. Stuff that we're probably not going to be able to use, but that's fine. And this is a cool moment. I like this a lot. I wish I could do this with gameplay, but this is just kind of something to do for your little climax. You know what this is? This is Mass Effect 2 has a DLC that's almost like this as well. Is where you go back to the beginning of the game and recover like things you lost, quote unquote lost, and like dog tags of like former co-soldiers. Oh yeah, he just necroed that ogre, which I think is awesome. I think that's a really cool like design idea. I wish they had done more gameplay stuff like this, or like we could like kind of incorporate part of the gameplay with this. But I don't think we have a chance to really interact with it. Like I don't think I can raise an ogre. I'm pretty sure I can't.
Right, this should be easy enough.
Phew, so we're gonna stick here. That caster is just in the background. Yeah, he's necroing people, which is also different from our necro abilities because we can only necro one at a time. Even when I get the ability. Oh, I'm gonna heal myself because he's about to. Like, yeah, he's gonna be a jerk about this right now. But yeah, we're really strong. Oh, cool. Yeah. Yeah, awesome. Sick nasty. Slam. He got killed by a ghost. By Danny Phantom, who was just 14. Alright, let's go. I'm gonna go handle the Necro. I don't think this will kill him.
Let's get started.
I didn't. I need this guy in my way first, and then I'll go fight him. He seems to be getting distracted.
This should be easy enough.
I know I'm getting distracted for sure. Alright, you keep going. I'm gonna handle him. Oh, that didn't work. It didn't work? That's very odd. I thought for sure that would work. Alright, well, let's blast him. Unless he's immune right now to any damage I can give him. No, he's there. I'm hitting him. That's very odd.
As you wish. Let's get started.
Yeah, that was weird.
Easy
He's
enough.
just resistant. I guess he's resistant to it.
On. As you wish.
I'm killing you. It's not gonna come back anytime soon.
Is
but-
it just me, or do you actually think you have a chance?
Yeah, this is actually sad. He's doing like no damage to me. His biggest ability was ads, and now like he's just failing because like he just can't stand a chance.
Another day.
Oh, I forgot to loot the ogre. The ogre has really good stuff on him, and really story significant. Where have you been? What were you doing over there? Risen ogre, Duncan's dagger, and Duncan's sword. Really good weapons. Damage versus darkspawn, cunning, regeneration, and it's got a really simple design. I really like it. I might give these to Zevran, but I really like the design on these. It has good willpower, 3 cunning, stamina regen. I really like the design of the sword. Oh, so I'm gonna turn this off because the fighting's over now. Yeah, I really like the design of the sword. Yeah, I like the sleek straight sword design. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna probably pop some runes on it, but it's a keeper for sure. Because it's pretty good. It's 11.20. Some of my best stuff is at 11.20. This has, you know, plus to magic, which is great, and mana regeneration. But this has 3 rune slots. So I'll hold on to it, and I'll probably end up switching back and forth. Also, it doesn't have a dumb effect on it. Yeah, it doesn't have a dumb effect on it. And I'm assuming stamina regeneration counts to my magic regen. That sounds like it's correct, but I can't be too sure. Let's just take this off. Again, I want my cutscenes to look okay. Alright, and this is the last piece of armor. I think it's the helmet. So here we are on the battlefield. That's Kaelin's helm.
You've fallen silent, Loghain.
And I wish you would do the same, madam. It's been a long and wearying day.
On that, at least, the two of us can agree.
We are done here. Let's go home and not speak of this again.
Yeah. So Alistair and Wynn have more of a sentimental, like, oh, you know, it's in the past, it's a shame, but we move on. And that these are just two bitter people about it. It doesn't cease to amaze me how I'm just sitting here being like, God, Wynn is so insufferable. Like, 'cause she started that fight. I think it gives me the option to go back. Yeah, it's gonna teleport me back, which is very nice. Would have been a little bit of a chore to go back myself, honestly. A little bit of a chore. Short DLC. Short but poignant enough. Short but poignant.
Speak your venom and get it over with, Loghain.
He may be a fool, but he doesn't deserve to be strung up like this.
Leave him to the wolves. He's dead. Who cares? See, I wish there was a way to say, let's just give him something. But, like, you know, I don't really care about royal blood. He just, you know, he was, like I said, he was a bad king. He wasn't a bad guy. All right, let's give him...
Sure, throw roses and wax poetic about how great a leader he would have been had he only not thrown himself on the
God, I
swords of
agree.
the advancing darkspawn.
Okay, so do you wanna leave him here?
As a symbol of the darkspawn's triumph. Don't presume you know so much about me. My preference would be to throw him over the edge to be forgotten. Let him go down in the history books as just another casualty in a long and bloody war.
Alright, dude, just... Then throw him to the wolves. I kinda don't care either. But, like, that's a little, like... Even if he was a normal guy, I wouldn't do that. That's the thing. Like, I agree with you, but, like, let's just light the fire.
As you command, Grey Warden.
Like, it's... I'm not doing it because I respect him. I'm just doing it because it feels like a decent thing to do. Like, he was nice to me, and that's really it. He deserves no better than anybody else, but you know, we kind of knew the guy. But you can absolutely just like say, forget it, who cares? Which I don't care. Oh, wow, I didn't even know he disapproved. I didn't even realize that that's what happened here. Hey, I'm gonna give you the cup. I don't think he does anything with the cup. I'm gonna save it really quick. Hold on. Let's see if the cup. Let's see if he likes the cup. I don't think he does, but we'll get something out of it. Logain, Cup Man. Painting of the Rebel Queen. I might give that to him too.
Thanks.
All right, never mind.
Thanks.
All right, cool.
Thanks. Do you want something?
Listen, man, I don't care either. All right, moving on. I'm moving out. So we got all Kalen's stuff. We're probably not going to do anything special with it, honestly. If I'm being honest about that. They're both red steel, shield's the same, plus armor, plus willpower, electricity resistance, plus attack. Yeah, there's nothing. I mean, does it look cool? You know what? That's the real test. It looks okay. I wish I had the fade wall. That would have stuck with me for the end of the game. We're gonna keep on the other one though. We're gonna pop on the Redcliffe Elite Shield. It's a good Arcane Warrior build. And that's an episode, guys. A little bit of a long one, but that's an episode. And now, crazy enough, yeah, it's broken. That's just honestly, there's nothing. Yeah, there's nothing left that's really important. It's all just side stuff. So, I'm just gonna head to party camp, and we're gonna start the end of the game on the next segment. That's exciting. I'm excited. I'm excited to start the end of the game, quite honestly. It's been a long time coming, although I do... That's hilarious. That is actually hilarious. Oh my god. That's hilarious. That's never happened to me before. That's great. I love that. Alright, yeah, so on the next time, we'll drop off a few supplies. Or I'll probably do that off camera. And then we'll start up the end of the game at Redcliffe. That's it. We're going. Man. Crazy, huh? I think this is everything I'm gonna give everybody. Yeah, not gonna do anything more. So I'll do prep off screen. But then we'll start the game. End game. We're in the end game now. Bye everybody. I'm waving.